Leo, this is your January 2020 forecast reading, and for you, it's a mystery, but follow the lead because it's going somewhere. Before I get stuck into the reading, okay, so you're probably going to be looking at this in the month of December, which for some of you traditionally is Christmas time, but obviously I know it's not that for all of you. Nonetheless, this is gift giving time. So what is coming up is there's a gift from me to you, and then we're going to exchange gifts because you're going to do something for me in return. So what I'm doing is, and this is a pretty big thing, definitely will not be doing this often. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you guys. I have started doll making professionally. It has been a hobby and I have decided to go professional with it. So I have an Instagram page, I have an Etsy shop. They are both under the name Papillon Dollmaker. I will put it in the description box below. If you go to the Etsy page, the shop, if you go to my Instagram and you put a heart and you follow on Instagram and you go to the Etsy shop and you put a heart there, then I will give you a small free tea leaf personal reading. It's a big one, that one, because they're always a job to do regardless. So I've made you a cup of tea, Leo, and we've emptied out the liquid. We're going to see what stories and symbols are left for you in the tea leaves. There are also two cards. One is your relationship card and one is a tarot card. Now I think what I'm going to do for you guys is, yes, I'm first going to read your cards and then we'll have a look at what's in the teacup. So you got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. That's the romance angel card. And the tarot card you got is the Two of Water. So what is very interesting here is they're both definitely relationship cards. So I will say that January is focused on relationships. I'll say it's focused on close relationships. I don't think we are speaking business relationships or partnerships here. It's a case of January being something happens within the relationship, either in established relationships to trust what is happening, but definitely there can be a closer bond. There's definitely opportunity situations will arise where the bond will become far closer, where you will find the bond between the two of you is strengthened, or the strength of the bond between the two of you helps you navigate your way through January. I've still got flu, people. Sorry, so I'm a bit squawky and sniffy. For those of you looking for relationships, there's a very good opportunity to find that true love, that meeting of souls and minds and hearts in January. But the pathway there may be a bit convoluted. That's what the trust card is all about. You may meet this person under circumstances that are not ideal. You may meet this person in even tricky situation. It could be you meet them and you just don't see them again and you think, oh, well, that's that. But guess what? They're going to be turning up in your life some future stage because this is the real thing. So it's definitely that kind of energy around in January. Now, if we have a look at your teacup, now normally what I do, those of you who've watched these videos before will know, but let me tell you, those of you that haven't, I look at the symbols that jump out, I look at the symbols surrounding them, because they will tell a story. There's quite a bit in this teacup. It's busy, very busy. But I'm now looking, okay, there's the number 1. That's interesting. And the number 13, twice. That's very interesting. You've got the number 1. Now that I'm looking at numbers, this is interesting. There's 12, there's 27, there's 13, 3 times in this teacup. Pay attention to those dates. There is something happening on those dates which is important to you. Sometimes things can occur in our lives which are not big or momentous, so we miss the cues. It's not that, things don't unfold as they would have after that. It's just that we got little indications of what was coming, but we missed the indications. It will unfold nevertheless, but when you have the indications, you can grasp the opportunity or the potential that much better. So I'm going to repeat that. 12, 1, and 13 more than once. So the 13th and the 12th are important days. Pay attention to them. Something is happening there that is important for you. Yeah, let me see what's around this that might give an indication of what's going on here. There's a fish, so for some of you, these could be days that bring you in abundance. Other than that, there's nothing that is really jumping out here. I see a bridge. That could be overcoming difficult circumstances. So it can be that too. So maybe for some of you, financially, things have been a bit trying at the moment. On the 13th, something could arise or something that could happen that helps you bridge, that helps you overcome those difficulties. Okay, successful outcome to something which has been sort of nipping at your finances. I'm looking at a symbol in here that is very, very clear. Oh, it's a little wagon. That's what it is. And there's a bird in flight above the wagon. And our wagon is a short journey. So news comes in which could lead you on a small journey in January. Okay, that's another thing that could possibly be. For some of you, if not all of you, possibly all of you. It's quite a big symbol in here, so I'm thinking it could. Now we have letters. There's a J. Definitely a J. So somebody with the letter J is going to play a part in your life. And next to that's an axe and a wishbone. And a heart. So, for those of you that are looking for a relationship, possibly this person has a J. In the beginning, it's as if things are working a bit against the two of you being together. But the wishbone comes in, which says ultimately this will work. We've already seen that in your cards, haven't we? So, interesting. So it's definitely a case of, like I said right at the beginning of this video for you guys, that's kind of a message that comes instantly, so I normally will say whatever that is, that the path is a bit convoluted for you in January, but stay with it because it's going to be giving you clues, one, especially on the 12th and 13th, and secondly, there is a destination point. These are not random events that are messing with your life. They are actually purposely leading you to a specific point, especially where the relationships are concerned. I see a V, a victory sign, and a crown, which means you will be victorious. You will have authority in whatever the situation is. So you might feel, yes, there's that little heart and the J again. This is so interesting. Okay, so it's repeated so many times in this teacup. It's a J, it's a heart, there's victory, there's a crown. So definitely this person's name is a J, or that your name begins with a J. You're going to have victory with them. There is something that stands in your way in the beginning, something that works against you in the beginning, but ultimately there's victory where this is concerned. And it's definitely heart related. It is matters of the heart. Right now there's another big symbol in here. Actually, that looks like an angel. Sorry, I went quiet for a while there. I was looking at it. Yes, it seems like an angel. So someone is watching out for you. Someone has your back. Someone in the higher realms definitely has your back. I suppose they will be the one that will be giving you those clues, those indications. When whatever goes down that could dishearten you, not to be disheartened, you will get some signs and symbols from your guardian angel that will help you navigate your way. Or just keep your spirits up to say, just stay with it. We're headed somewhere. Just stick with it. Don't get too disheartened. There is a good outcome to this. Right, so that is very much your reading for January, Leo. Those are the symbols in there. I see a heart again and flowers. So ultimately, there will be happiness. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.